Om Agyanatimarandasya Gyanangena Salakaya Sakshur Militanyena Tasma Sri Guruve Namaha Vanchakalpatarupyascha Kripasindupya Evacha Patitanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tuse Namaha. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, Madhya Kanda, Chapter 2. Mahaprabhu starts Sankirtan at the house of Srivas Pandit. All glories to the moon-like Sri Gaurachandra, whose cooling rays benedict the entire universe. Kindly offer me your lotus feet as the eternal treasure of my heart. All glories to Lord Gauranga and his devotees. If one hears the transcendental pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya, one surely attains the highest stage of love of Krishna. Advaita Acharya Prabhu heard the different comments from the Vaishnavas about the Lord's ecstatic trance, and he was extremely pleased. Overcome with joy, he spoke to the Vaishnavas. My dear devotee brothers, I had a dream last night, which I wish to reveal to all of you. I took rest, feeling very sad and dejected. I was fasting because I could not understand a text of the Bhagavad Gita. Sometime during the night, in my dream, a person came to me and said, "Wake up, Acharya, take your food immediately. I will reveal to you the real meaning of the Bhagavad Gita text. However, first you must rise and eat, and then worship me. Discard the melancholy in your heart, for your austerities and vows have finally reaped a full harvest. All your austerities, all your fasting, your worship, and your endless entreaties to the Lord, crying Krishna, Krishna, and the vow you made with lifted hands for the advent of the Lord will all come to fruition. The chanting of Lord Krishna's holy name will constantly reverberate in every country, in every town, and in every village. By your mercy, everyone will be able to experience here in Navadvip, in Sriva's house, devotional ecstasy that is rarely achieved even by Lord Brahma. Now I will take your leave, but first you must eat. I will appear to you again in the future." When I opened my eyes, I saw our Lord Vishvambar, but within moments he vanished from my sight. I do not understand the mysterious ways of Lord Krishna, how he acts, and how to whom he reveals what secrets. Vishvambar's elder brother, Vishvarup, used to come to my house and discuss Bhagavad Gita. At that time, Vishvambar was a most exquisite child who was most charming to behold. He would come to my house to call his brother. The little child, Vishvambar, captivated my entire being with his extraordinary beauty. I would spontaneously bless him, saying, "May you develop pure devotion to the Lord." The child hailed from an illustrious family of great scholars. His maternal grandfather was Sri Nilambara Chakravarti. Lord Vishvambar is a great scholar, so it is natural that he would become attached to Lord Krishna. It is extremely pleasing to hear all the wonderful activities of Vishvambar. All of you kindly bless him that he may develop the purest and highest devotional mood. May the Supreme Lord Krishna be merciful upon all, benedicting everyone to become thoroughly mad with the chanting of the Lord's holy name. If there is any truth to my words, then in the future everyone will come to the house of this great Brahmana, Sri Vishvambar. Advaita Acharya Prabhu roared jubilantly, and all of the devotees joined in with him. The Supreme Personality of Godhead descended in the form of his name, and everyone chanted, Hari, Hari. Someone said, Nimai Pandit has now become a great devotee, so he will propagate the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord and increase our joy. The devotees offered their obeisances to Advaita Acharya Prabhu and left in great ecstasy, chanting the holy name of Lord Hari. Whenever Vishwambar met anyone on the street, he would always speak with great affection. When he went for his early morning bath to the Ganges, he would meet all of the Vaishnava devotees on the way. When he saw Srivas Thakur, he would offer his obeisances. Being very pleased with his behavior, the devotees would bless him, saying, May you develop unflinching devotion to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Always chant Lord Krishna's name and only hear Krishna's glories. Everything becomes auspicious and successful when one worships the Supreme Lord Krishna. Without devotional service to his lotus feet, physical beauty, learning, etc. are useless. Krishna is the Supreme Father and the life and soul of everyone. Simply try to develop undeviating love for the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Heartwarming words such as these would fill Vishwambar with joy. Lifting his face, he would glance at everyone. Showering his mercy, he would say, Your blessings carry the weight of real truth. Who other than your devotees can bless me with the mercy to receive devotional attachment to the Lord's lotus feet? Elevated devotees like yourself are capable of granting devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna is very pleased and showers his mercy upon those who serve his devotees. I consider that it is due to my great fortune that you are teaching me the process of devotional service to the Supreme Lord. I know that I can become attached to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna if I can serve pure devotees like yourselves. In great humility, the Lord would fall down and catch the feet of the Vaishnavas. He would render menial service to them by wringing the wet cloth of one, folding the dhoti of another. Sometimes he brought the clay from the Ganga for one, and sometimes he brought a heavy basket of flowers home for another. All the Vaishnavas would mildly protest, saying, O Vishwambar, why are you doing this? However, the Lord continued to serve the Vaishnavas. In this way, the Lord would serve his own devotees and servants every day, performing all varieties of errands for them. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna himself, yet he gave up his own position to serve his devotees. All the scriptures proclaim that Lord Krishna is everyone's dearest friend. Lord Krishna never hates or dislikes anyone. He is equally disposed to all living entities, yet he is even willing to break this injunction for his pure and dedicated devotees. The proof of this statement is that Lord Krishna eliminated Duryodhana's entire family. It is the natural tendency of a pure devotee to serve the Supreme Lord Krishna, and it is Krishna's nature to serve his devotees. Lord Krishna becomes purchased by the love of his surrendered devotees, who are thus able to control him. Satyabhama and Dwarka can bear witness to this statement. The Supreme Personality, Lord Krishna, was now living secretly in Navadvip as Lord Gaurasundar, Sri Vishvambar, yet no one could recognize the Lord and the purpose for which he had accepted this incarnation. Whosoever desires to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna must serve his pure devotees. Lord Gaurachandra personally taught all the living entities that service to the Vaishnavas is the highest form of worship. Lord Vishwambar did not feel ashamed to serve his devotees. He did all sorts of menial services for them, carrying things for them, washing their cloth. The Vaishnavas, however, respectfully held his hands and tried to dissuade him. The devotees were very impressed with the Lord's humility. With all good intentions, they blessed him, saying, "Worship the lotus feet of Krishna, remember only Krishna, and always chant his holy name." May Sri Krishna be as dear to you as your very life. Always repeat Lord Krishna's name and become his dedicated menial servant. May only Lord Krishna be manifest within your heart, and may your association free us from all suffering. By your grace, may all of those wretched fools who ridicule the chanting of Lord's holy name drown in the nectarian flood of Krishna Prema. You have defeated the entire world with your knowledge of the scriptures. Now, in the same way, you must annihilate the fallen atheist with the purity of your devotion. May we, by your mercy, be overwhelmed with happiness through chanting Krishna's name and dancing in ecstasy. All the Vaishnava devotees touched the Lord and blessed him. Then they revealed to him the sorrows in their hearts. Alas, in Navadvip all the scholars and teachers speak endlessly on various subjects, but when it comes to explaining the process of devotional service to Krishna, they remain silent. There are many great scholars, stalwarts of the renounced order, and ascetics living in Navadvip, yet no one of them is heard glorifying Lord Krishna. Instead of praising the Lord's pastimes and explaining the process of devotional service, they are always criticizing. A sinful audience hears their words and believes in them. Thus they treat us worse than dirt or grass in the street. My Lord, chanting of Krishna's name cannot be heard anywhere, so we are burning in the fire of distress. However, we now see that Lord Krishna is now pleased with us. Therefore he has inspired you from within to take to the path of devotion. Now we know that you will surely be the cause of annihilating the atheist. May you live forever chanting the holy name of Krishna, and may all the transcendental qualities of Krishna be revealed by you to the entire world. The Lord accepted the blessings of his devotees with deep gratitude, for a Vaishnava's blessings will surely increase one's attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. However, the distressing plight and words of the devotees affected Sri Vishwambar, and he considered revealing himself very soon. The Lord replied, "You are all beloved devotees of the Lord. Whatever you say must certainly happen. My life is truly blessed by your encouraging words. I know that when you glorify the Supreme Lord Krishna and chant his holy name, then there is no one who can stop you, not even death. What can a sinful atheist do to you? Just continue chanting the glories of Krishna Chandra." The Supreme Lord cannot bear to see his devotees suffer. Therefore Lord Krishna appears in different incarnations to protect his devotees. I see now that you will be the cause of Sri Krishna Chandra's appearance in his next incarnation in Navadvip to convert this whole place into the spiritual planet of Vaikuntha. You will redeem this world from illusion. Please allow me the favor that I may always be your humble servant. Lord Vishvambar then touched the feet of all the Vaishnavas, and the devotees in return spontaneously blessed him profusely. Finishing their bath in the Ganga, they dispersed and returned to their respective houses. The Lord was feeling extremely joyful, but as he began to contemplate the words of the devotees and the suffering they were experiencing, he felt anger rising within him and a desire to punish the atheistic society. He roared angrily, repeating, "I shall destroy them, I shall destroy them. I am him, I am him." Conflicting emotions took hold of the Lord. Sometimes he laughed, sometimes he cried, sometimes he fell unconscious, and sometimes he fell, like beating and destroying. The Lord thus manifested his terrible mood of destroying the miscreants. Sachi Mata could not understand her son. Everything seemed very perplexing. She thought that some disease had attacked the Lord. Sachi Mata felt nothing but affection for her son, so she was deeply affected by this peculiar transformation in him. She discussed it with everyone she met. "The Lord has already taken away my husband and my son, and all that I have left is now this young boy. Now his action perplexes me. I do not know how to think of him. Sometimes he laughs, sometimes he cries, and at times he falls down unconscious. Often he speaks to himself, and sometimes he yells aloud, saying, 'Break the heads of those atheists.' Sometimes he runs to a tree and climbs into its branches. Then suddenly, with closed eyes, he falls down to the ground. Sometimes his grinding teeth make a grunting noise. Sometimes he clasps his hands upon his body, then falling down. He rolls on the ground, not saying a word." The ordinary ignorant people could not see the symptoms of Krishna prema in the Lord, and thought it to be some disease, a sort of disorder of the life airs. They suggested that he should remain bound up. Sachimata's description of the Lord's condition attracted many people to come and see him. When the Lord saw the people, he charged at them. These ignorant fools simply laughed and ran away, thinking that the Lord was suffering from some life air or wind disorder. Sachimata became flustered and ran after the people to pacify them. Some of the people told her, "He is definitely suffering from some disorder," while others said, "You are just a simple Brahmana's wife. What is there to ask about this? It is apparent that he is suffering from some inner disorder. Give him coconut water to drink and tie his feet in case he gets violent when the madness overcomes him." Some others suggested, "He is not to be cured with some simple medicine. You must give him nothing else than Shiva ghee to relieve him from this attack. Apply the ghee upon his head and then give him a bath." Sachi Devi, the affectionate, kind, and noble-minded mother of the entire universe, became fraught with apprehension. Feeling at a loss, she simply prayed to Lord Govinda, taking complete shelter in him. She sent people to the house of Srivas and various other devotees, requesting them to come to her house. One day, Srivas Pandit came to visit the Lord, and Vishvambar immediately got up and greeted him with respect. Upon seeing a pure devotee of the Lord, Vishvambar's ecstatic emotion increased. As Srivas Pandit was circumambulating Tulasi Devi, the Lord manifested ecstatic symptoms, crying, shaking, shivering, horripilation, and fell down unconscious on the ground. After a while, when external consciousness returned to the Lord, he began to cry profusely and shook uncontrollable. To Srivas Pandit, all these manifestations of the Lord were most wonderful. He thought to himself, these are the symptoms of the highest spiritual ecstasy in Krishna Prema. Foolish persons misunderstand and think that this is due to a wind or life air disorder. When the Lord could speak, he said to Srivas Pandit, "Oh, it is you, Pandit. What do you make of my condition? Some people are suggesting that I should be kept bound up because I suffer from some terrible wind disease. What is your opinion?" Smiling, Srivas Pandit replied, "What a wonderful wind! I also want to be attracted to the same wind that is causing this disorder in you. Actually, I see signs of great spiritual ecstasy of Krishna Prema in you. You have been favored by Krishna's mercy." The Lord was very happy to hear this from Srivas Pandit, and he embraced him affectionately. He said, "Everyone is saying that this is a wind disorder, but now you have given me great hope. For this I am grateful and forever indebted to you. If you also had said that I was suffering from some wind disorder, then certainly I would have jumped into the Ganga." Srivas replied, "Your love for the Supreme Lord Krishna has reached such ecstatic heights that it is desirable even by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and sages such as Sonaka. Let us all come together and glorify Krishna's holy name without caring for the criticism of the atheists and sinners." Srivas Pandit said to Sachimata, "Cast your sorrows away. Your son does not suffer from any wind disorder. I tell you positively that these symptoms are due to the highest love of Krishna." We stop here and read on tomorrow. Jai Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Kanda Chapter 2. Mahaprabhu starts Sankirtan at the house of Srivas Pandit Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sriman Sarvabhavana Das Ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudan. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhattara Purna. Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhattara Purna. Sila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki, Sri Rupanuga Guru ki, Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur ki, Sabhashara Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki, Sabhashara Sri Mama Prabhu ki, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Piri Govardhan ki, Tulasi Maharani ki, Ganga Yamuna Ju ki, Sri Gandharaji Bhagavatam Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki, Sri Navadvip Dham ki, Sri Mayapur Dham ki, Sri Vrindavan ki, Sri Jagannath Puri Dham ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Chu ki, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat ki, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat East London Chapter ki, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat West London Chapter ki, Samudveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Samudveta Vaishnava Mangala ki, Harinam Sankirtan ki, Nitai Gaura Brahmana